Bitcoin and President Trump. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, July 27th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So, first up, President Putin was talking about Bitcoin yesterday, and he said that Russia's parliament legalized Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining and have approved its use for international trade. Now, there's going to be more about this and about Bitcoin in general later in the report, but that's an interesting development coming from Putin. Rasmussen reports came out with different polls, and they're talking about, so many of these polls today are saying, oh, it's within 2 or 3 points of President Trump and Harris. I think that's garbage. I don't think it's anywhere near that. But Rasmussen came out and said that, gave an appraisal of the betting odds between President Trump and Harris. President Trump's at 62%, she's at 35%, and I think that's even a heavy estimate. Brian Krasenstein on X, who has a large following, he did a specific poll asking his followers what they think in terms of where the presidential race is. And this was almost 500,000 votes on X. RFK Jr. came in at 6%, Harris came in at 16%, and President Trump came in at 78%. So I think that's a much more accurate sampling of where the polls actually stand at this point. We've talked a lot about commercial real estate and the implosion that's taking place. Well, here's another example. Brookfield-owned gas company, it's a tower in downtown Los Angeles, plummeted over $400 million in value. The skyscraper was recently valued at $214 million, and it was appraised just 3 years ago at $632 million. The commercial real estate is crashing, the switch is coming, and it's happening as we speak. There was a Chinese glass manufacturer in Ohio who got raided by Homeland Security yesterday. This was according to the Gateway Pundit. Why would a Chinese glass manufacturer get raided? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but I found that very interesting and wanted to bring it to your attention. Yesterday, President Trump had Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago. Now, there's all kinds of questions that stem from this, but I think this is another indication that things are not as they appear to be. If President Trump, who according to most people is a former president, which I don't believe, but if he is, and another head of state came to meet with him in his private residence, wouldn't that be a violation of the Logan Act? Well, I think, as I've said many times, there's much more going on behind the scenes than we realize. Now, this weekend, there has been a Bitcoin conference in Tennessee. And yesterday, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. spoke at that conference, and he said that he will sign an executive order if he's elected, directing the U.S. Treasury to purchase 550 Bitcoin a day until the U.S. has built a reserve of at least 4 million Bitcoin. We've heard President Trump and others talk about the strategic reserve asset of Bitcoin. And then today, President Trump will be speaking at that conference. And there is supposedly going to be over 500 million people around the world watching it. Something certainly to pay attention to. And I will. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. If you'd like to learn how to buy and hold Bitcoin, go to samshalhoub.com. Or you can go to mypillow.com and use the discount code SAM. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon.